Hey guys, so I'm going to jump right in because we have a lot to cover. A lot has changed since I made my first video last summer, which was summer of 2015. Last week I asked you to send me your questions and you delivered. I'm going to make room for some of the questions today, and then obviously we're going to have to do some more follow-up videos. VAD6909 writes, I got my Chase Sapphire Preferred and Freedom cards. I got both of the bonuses and pretty much have 90,000 points after the 3-month period now. If I open another credit card, I'm thinking about one of the American Express cards now. Is there a way I can combine my Chase and future AMEX points? So, unfortunately, the answer to this question is no. There is no way to combine Chase Ultimate Rewards points with your American Express points. They just aren't in the same program. But I would always say too that it never hurts to have points and miles in a variety of programs. So definitely have your Chase Ultimate Rewards points, bank those up, save them up, get some Amex points, use save those and then use those. The most important thing is that when you have the points on your Freedom card, your Chase Freedom card, move those points to your Sapphire Preferred card before you spend them. The reason for that is that those points on the Freedom card, if you have 90,000 points on the Freedom card, that's worth $900 in travel or whatever. If you move those over to the Chase Sapphire Preferred and go to spend them through the portal there, they're going to be worth 20% more. So, and then keep saving up those Amex points. I don't know a lot about that program because I haven't used it yet, but I've heard good things. So I think you're making the right choice there by, getting started in that program as well. All right, next, Alex Jansen writes, I see that there are so many options for credit cards in the USA. The only problem is I live in Ireland and we got the bad deal concerning credit card companies. There are practically none, and the ones that are there don't offer very much in the line of miles, etc. Anyone have any ideas of how to get around that? Maybe getting a credit card from another country or something. So I don't have a lot of direct knowledge about credit card offers outside the United States. But I do know that in order to apply for a credit card in the United States, you would have to have a social security number here. And you'd have to have an address inside the United States as well. So unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be able to apply for a United States-based credit card. Keep an eye out in your own country for offers, because I would think that the major credit card companies would want to attract more customers outside the United States as well. Maybe they will start offering more promotional programs with bonus things, for signing up and things like that. CED the God writes, will rent payments or car payments earn credit card points? So this is a complicated answer. This was asked in the comments on my last video and I kind of had to give a short answer there. So I'm going to try to elaborate a little more. The short answer is yes, if your landlord accepts credit cards for payment without adding a fee. So let's say your rent is $1,000 a month and you're allowed to pay that by credit card to your landlord. Some landlords are happy to do this because it guarantees that they're going to get a payment. They can keep your credit card on file and just charge it every single month. Meanwhile, you get to earn points. So it's a great deal on both ends if it works that way. However, some landlords are going to want to charge you a fee. I've heard that those fees can be anywhere from like 3 to 4%. Typically that 3 to 4% additional fee on your rent is going to outweigh any benefits that you're earning, because you're probably earning 1 or 2% or 1.5%, something like that on your spend. So you don't want to have a fee that's a higher percentage than the amount of points that you're earning. So if you can pay your rent directly to your landlord without a fee, with a credit card, I say do it, as long as you can be committed to paying that off right away. When it comes to, car payments, the last time that I checked, and please someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, if this is outdated information, but the last time I checked, you're not allowed to purchase a car with a credit card. And it's really hard to find a way to make a car payment to a bank or a lender with a credit card. There used to be some ways you could kind of move your money around sort of in a triangle. You move your money here and put it to the card and then use their bill pay. I'm not seeing anything like that works really well right now without a lot of fees along the way of that triangle that just negate everything that's beneficial. So I would say, as far as car payments or purchasing a car goes, the answer is probably no. One thing that wasn't asked in this question was like making your house payments. And again, that is being paid to a lender or a bank. Really hard to find a way to do that with a credit card. Again, it would involve shifting money around, maybe the use of some like Amex Serve type of thing, but then there's fees. It gets very complicated. There used to be a really excellent way to do this last year. It was something called the Target Prepaid Red Card, nicknamed Redbird. If you Google Redbird, you can read all about it, but I used that for as long as it lasted. I was one of their first customers. I used it to pay mortgage, car payment, condo dues, rent for my business. Like every big expense that I had, I was able to use a credit card to fund that card and then use their bill pay service to send a check to the lender or the landlord or whoever with no fee. It was amazing. Clearly that program got used and abused possibly, and they shut it down. So right now there just hasn't been anything as good as that since the whole Redbird thing. Okay, the last thing I want to do today is I want to let you know about some of the hot deals that are out right now, because my video last year has a lot of old information in it, and so there's some things that are the same, which the first one I'm going to tell you about is similar. Right now, the Chase Sapphire Preferred continues to offer a great bonus of 50,000 Ultimate Rewards points after $4,000 in spend during the first 3 months from account opening. So the great thing about the Sapphire Preferred is that you can transfer all of your Ultimate Rewards points to that card. They're suddenly worth 20% more when you want to go to spend them on travel. So that's why I said, like with the answers to the first question today, if you have the Freedom card or maybe the newer Freedom Unlimited card, earn points on those, but do not spend the points on those. Move them over to the Sapphire Preferred. I do have a link in the description. I would love it if you'd use my link because I get some points for myself if somebody uses that link to apply and gets approved. So if you have other Chase cards, you don't yet have the Sapphire Preferred, please use my link and get that card, get it going, meet the minimum spend, move your points over there. It's great. They do waive the annual fee of $95 for the first year. After that, they do charge you $95 a year. Now, I have had the card for many years. I've had it since it came out. I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5. And I just pay the annual fee because it outweighs I'm using that card constantly to book travel. It's also nice because you have primary insurance on rental cars that you use that card for. So that, like, in and of itself, if you rent a car like 3 times a year, that fee is paid for itself. So lots of good benefits with that card. It's kind of considered a premium card. You do have to have very good or excellent credit in order to be approved for that. The next good deal right now is the Citi Advantage Platinum Select Mastercard. The current bonus on this one is 30,000 American miles after just $1,000 in purchases during the first 3 months. So for most of us, that's pretty easy to do. Benefits that you get with that card include Group 1 boarding, your first checked bag for free for you and up to 3 additional passengers in your party. The card does have an annual fee of $95, but that is also waived the first year. That $95 fee pays for itself if you fly on American one time with yourself and like 3 other passengers, or if you fly 4 times in a year. It's paid for itself. I always like to have 1 or 2 airline cards in my wallet just because of these kind of little perks. Like the Group 1 boarding is nice when you're tired and you've been traveling and you're connecting flights. It's just really nice to like get on the plane, get settled in before everybody else piles on. You can get your luggage up in the thing if you're a carry-on person like me. So I recommend that card. I don't have a link for that one, but you can look it up. It's the Citi Advantage Platinum Select MasterCard. My last great deal of the day, this one is a little out of character for me because I'm going to recommend a cash back card. It's the Bank of America Cash Rewards Visa. If you're just looking for a quick and easy $100, this is the card for you. Now, like, if you're in a situation where you're not having any travel coming up and you're like, I haven't applied for a card in a while, what should I do? This would be a great card. You only have to spend $500 to get $100 cash back. So that is like, that's I think 20%. You're getting 20 cents on the dollar basically. And that can be applied directly to your account. There's no annual fee, so it's a card that you can keep around for as long as you want to kind of help build your credit history. And then you keep using it because it earns 2% cash back on grocery stores and wholesale clubs and 3% on gas year round. That's a big one. Sometimes the Chase Freedom card has a 5% bonus on gas. In fact, I think that might be coming up next quarter that they're having that. So use whichever card is getting the most percentage on that category. But this one gets a 3% year round. So if you're not having a Chase Freedom bonus of 5% on gas, then you can pull this card from your wallet every time that you go to get gas. It's not a card for a strictly travel-minded person, but if you haven't gotten any new cards in a while, you're just looking for an easy cashback option, this is a great card. That is all for today. I realize there's a lot of questions out there, and I love researching this stuff and like passing it on to you guys. So again, if you appreciate what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up, leave something in the comments, leave more questions in the comments, and I will get to those when I can. And use my Chase Sapphire Preferred link if you haven't gotten that card and you know you are likely to get approved. Again, that's with very good or excellent credits. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.